Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Destiny 2. So today we're going to continue story. We have to talk to Mara, I believe. Hello. Oh, no, this is just for the next step in... I should have read that. This is for the next step in the catalyst for the bow. That's fine. I don't want that. I want... this. I really need to go do the bones. The reason I haven't, by the way, is because I keep thinking about it and going, maybe I could make a video on it. But the reality of the situation is everyone knows where these bones are now. I can just go do this, right? Anyway, let's go speak with Riven, shall we? Yes, speak with Riven. This is the quest we want. G'day, Riven.
The Techians have determined the trajectory of my final egg. It won't be within our reach for some time. A fortunate delay, according to Petra. She and the Techians have a plan. Guardians complain of the nature of Ahamkara, that we hoard secrets like you hoard weapons. Then, you understand us. Why demand a river flow uphill? We all have our settled natures. This isn't Ahamkara's. Once, it was Queen Mara's. She's been working to change herself, altering the river's course. I'm forced to trust this new Mara, despite what I am. As are you, despite what you are. You and I will see where the river flows.
Interesting. She's talking about like the nature of an Ahamkara. It's in their nature to be secretive and to manipulate, but her mate didn't. So it's not like the idea of one's nature isn't predetermined, but I guess it's the idea of like it'd be ridiculous to try and train lions not to eat gazelle, you know. Now they kind of weirdly spoiled the fact that Pro is going to be going through the teleporter last week, so we'll see what's going on this week, shall we?
Guardian, I'm glad you're here. I've been thinking about what Riven said. If we have to pin all our hopes on a single person, there's one obvious choice.
Me.
But I think I have a better idea.
Oh, he agrees.
Now hear me out.
Interesting.
If you go through the portal, there's no way we can send anyone in after you. You'd be out there on your own. But Mara and I share a bond. Even across the Ascendant Plane, I can always sense where she is. And the same goes for her. So, let me do it. If I go through the portal, Mara can use our connection to guide everyone through to, well, wherever I end up. I plant the beacon, and you come and kick the door down. Please, Guardian, I have to believe I was reforged in the light for a purpose. I can do this. We can do this. I just have to tell Mara.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So this makes a lot of sense, I guess. They do share this kind of interesting connection. Huh. Okay. It makes more sense why we would send Crow now. But they kind of spoiled last week they were sending Crow, right? Because it was like in the dialogue, in the text box, which was kind of annoying.
The final egg lies in the heart of the confluence, where the Queen's throne sits in the Dreaming City. It's hidden in a far corner, inaccessible except through the dormant Oracle engine. Reactivating the engine would be trivial, if not for the Vex. We've been spending our focus on claiming eggs, while the Soul Divisive encircles our walls. Another threat to this system, And it's the reef and its people that pay for it once again. War always comes with a cost. But every day seems to bring a new one. There's never time to rebuild. When this is done, if we're still standing, the reef and its people come first for me. I hope I'll have your support in that. Locate the Vex oracles preventing us from accessing the Oracle engine. Destroy them. Then we can get on with this bargain. The witness lies just beyond our reach.
Okay, makes sense. Soul divisive, blocking the Oracle engine use, that makes sense. Well, we're getting prismatic telemetry just by killing anything here, seemingly, and I assume that's the Oracle. Okay, so the Spine of Karis is now cleared. I fired off all of the, I am currently out as far as you can go in the Spine of Karis, pretty much. This is where you first load into the Dreaming City from the, campaign. But there were some oracles that I shot, and then just killing enemies got me the things I needed. But there's also, supposedly, travel to the Spine of Karis and find the source of the Celestial Anomaly. What I'm looking for is, I assume there's like a Blessing of Riven around, which should allow me to shoot the Celestial Anomaly. So the first week in the Legend campaign, right, there was, in the Legend exotic mission, there was a constellation in the sky that I had to shoot with Wishkeeper. I'm assuming it's the same kind of deal. Alright, so I found myself the constellation. It is right here. So to get there from the Devalia Mist, you come through, go the normal route around up to here. When you get to this area here, where you get your first enemies in the Spine of Karis, take the left-hand path, follow that across, and then just jump up onto the rocks until you get up to where you need to go, which is right here. You can reveal a message. There we go. It's funny, I'm like rising my shots because I'm expecting, I'm shooting stars. It'll have a drop off. What am I making right now? I think the last one was a rocket. What's this one? Engram?
At the height of the great hunt, the Queen separated us. I was treated to a beautiful cage. For my protection. Our kind has much agency, but there are rules. And the Queen is a deft navigator of rules. I never saw Tyrannus again. I have not found Ahamkara to lament such things. But I did. The path that brought you here is the Fire's both. No others that I have ever known walked your path. You are unique in that way.
I lost Sur, like Riven lost Tyrannus, years before that. And there was no cage. Just senseless oblivion. I didn't know I had done so at the time. But I do not regret the choice to separate Riven and Tyrannus. I imagine it was difficult, much more so for them than me. But necessary. The Vanguard had no right to annihilate a sentient species, no matter the cause. I bear responsibility as well. Pretended to aid the Vanguard during the hunt while keeping Riven as a weapon of the state. Don't get me wrong. I was responsible, not regretful. But thanks to you, the cycle of wish keepers and wish enders will continue. For good or ill.
I mean, I kind of agree with Mara. It's crazy in this game how often Mara comes across as, like, in some ways, like, a horrible, like, despot. But at the same time, she pretty much always makes the correct decision. Like, she's right. It's wrong to slaughter an entire species, no matter how dangerous they are. I entirely agree with that. I also understand her keeping them secret and separating them, both for protection of them, but also as use of a weapon for her. It makes sense as a leader, right? You kind of have to. Well, anyway. Alright, we've reached the gardens. I will say, it's kind of crazy that just going through here and playing through here again, it is still, I think, in the entire game, the Dreaming City is the best area they've ever designed. Not only is it incredibly beautiful, like it's the prettiest area they've ever designed, look at that, but it's also just, like, it's interconnected ways and teleporters and stuff. It's complex, but it's after you learn it, it's not hard to get around. If I want to go from one place to another, it's very easy. It's just, like, it's complex, like it's a maze, right? But once you learn your way around the maze, it's really satisfying to run around it, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna kill these confluxes and murder some dudes, and I'll be back. Alright, we're done with the Gardens of Vasilia. And as to illustrate my point about how well connected this world is, I now need to go to Harbinger's Seclude. There's a teleporter right here. Look at this. It's just beautiful. As if to illustrate my point even more. To illustrate my point even more, that's a teleporter I came out of. I took that directly from the gardens. I took a teleporter, went through, found a chest that I couldn't remember existing, and then you come out and you see this. It's just so much better than anything else I ever designed. Alright, this probably will do it. It's the last conflux, I think. Blind well? Ugh, fine. I'm pretty sure they did warn me that there was going to be one more blind well in the rotation of this story. Complete blind wells run in the Dreaming City, high tier completions reward, additional progress. I think I can direct load into this now, so that's something, I guess. Alright, boss base, good. Offering to the Oracle. So I did 2 tier 4s there. 1 tier 4 gave me 55%, so you know. So 1 tier 4 there, so 1 heroic will give you 55%. It should give you 100%, I'm just saying. If you're gonna make Blind Well a part of the story, it is a long enough activity that 1 completion should just do it for you. And the issue is, all they've done is they've reskinned the bounty. Because the bounty, you have to do 2 tier 4s to be able to complete the bounty. And I can guarantee someone's just thought, yeah, let's do this and make it story quest. Which is just silly. It's cool they're putting this in story content, because all of this was post-game stuff. Like visiting Mara's place and all that kind of stuff. Did it for the achievement, that was about it. Hello. We have the offering. Queen's Call. Pyramid ship. I believe this is one of the... Like, they were in cutscenes and stuff, but I think this is probably one of the first assets in-game that shows a whole fleet of pyramids. Because you can get this all the way back in Forsaken, I'm pretty sure it was here. Which is cool. Yoink. What? I lack an offering. Was I not supposed to go into Mara's throne world? It said to go into Mara's throne world. Present offering.
Queen Mara is gone.
She's
we
not.
do not know when she will return, nor the dangers she faces. We will stand vigil here until we have news.
Visit Mara's throne. I did. Is this area here? There's a jumping puzzle to the side that way that takes you to some Ahamkara bones. Oh, now I can interact. What the hell?
How long has it been since I last set foot within these halls? An isolated throne, overlooking an endless cosmic expanse. A symbol of who I once was. Distant, detached, inscrutable. But as my brother has changed, so too have I. No longer do I sow solitude and reap remorse. I choose, instead, to trust. I have no further need for this chamber, but with the Oracle engine restored, we can reach the heart of the confluence and the final egg. Return for now. When the time comes, we will complete our bargain and trust Riven to keep her word.
Indeed. So this offering here, by the way, apparently you have to come from this side. You have to actually go to the chair rather than here. This is for doing the weekly bounty, which I didn't do because I don't care. But this way here, if you haven't got it already, but you can follow a jumping path around here. Figure I may as well show it off for people who don't have Curse Breaker. Yeah, there it is. Been a while since I've done it, to be fair, but if you follow this round, there's a jumping puzzle that takes you all the way up, and there are some Ahamkara. It's really fucking dark here at the moment, though, I will say. But if you follow this up, there should be some Ahamkara bones just sitting there. So if you haven't collected that already, I assume they're going to be here in this instance as well. So, you know, free collectible that's kind of a pain in the ass to get to normally. Because you have to wait for the right rotation for this, because the Oracle engine will take you to a different place depending on the curse of the Dreaming City. There's like 3 different places it can take you.
Why is your first inclination ever to charge headlong into danger?
Because you're always keeping an eye on me.
You have fallen from my sight before. I may lose you.
It is impossible to know the probability of success. But,
Don't give me that. This is exactly like something you do.
yes. Queen Mara.
You are not sending him, Osiris.
No, of course. But, if he were to reach the other side, your connection, like the traveler in the Veil, was forged in a collision of light and dark. It is a tangible thing.
We do not know that it would remain so. Whoever goes, more than likely goes alone.
Our problem has always been focus. By aligning your and Crow's connection with the Veil, entangled on either side of the Traveler, I believe I can forge a bridge between you. One we could all traverse safely.
I'd be a flare in the darkness for Osiris. Then we call in the cavalry. You could find me in the storm, sister. Tell them where to go.
Do you know what you are asking?
The Guardian would be but a step behind him.
I cannot keep you from your purpose. I cannot control this. And so, I put my trust in you. All of you. You will return to me.
Let's get to work.
How do you propose we compensate for the quantum?
You won't be but a step behind him, will you?
No.
Take care of him.
I feel sorry for Mara. From her perspective, she's like hundreds of years old, right? She's only she's just got her brother back, and then her brother's like, I'm gonna go sacrifice myself. I mean, he might die during this. I don't think he will, though. I don't think he will.
The Queen and her brother, they impressed me. I appreciated their natures, Mara's skill in crafting wishes, her self-controlled cleverness. Uldren's ambition, his endless struggle for a greater prize to lay at his sister's feet. Now they have reached beyond their original natures, all for the greater good. Altruism. It's too rich for my blood. Too risky. Such vulnerability. And for what payoff? Still, the altruists can be even more dangerous to their enemies than the ambitious.
Very true.
If self-preservation isn't a concern, what can stop you? If you can't be predicted, how can you be countered? Dangerous. But that danger can be compelling. Don't you find?
Interesting. It's the idea of having nothing to lose, right? I don't care about a fragile focus kill clip. You can go away so I can claim this. This is pretty much just saying what you already said.
Are you sure you want this?
Osiris thinks it's the best shot we've got.
You didn't answer my question.
I don't know. I've been trying to find what I want my whole life, even as Uldren. I used to think the Traveler gave me purpose. Uldren thought his came from you.
I never meant to twist you so, only to keep you safe. My protection turned malignant. For that, I am sorry.
It wasn't just you. Uldren heard your heartbeat and chose to make that his core. He mistook impulse for meaning. I won't. So, I guess it's not that I want this. I need it. I believe in it. And even if I don't make it, everyone else just might.
I sacrificed you before to preserve a chance for a future. I can't do that again.
I'll be fine, as long as you and I stick together. Remember, Rega?
Still subsisting off stories of hope and bravery. I have missed you.
I guess I always have been one to fill my head with nonsense, right?
Your hope is not nonsense. It is a vital line of sustenance. One I have learned through our people. Fill your heart with it, and I will keep you in mine until you return to me.
I will.
Go then. Find purpose of your own, and not one of mine or anyone else's making.
Thank you, sister. You'll see me again. And this time, I'll remember you.
Well, that was kind of beautiful. Riven seemed to imply that it was going to be, a while before we could get the last egg. She's like, oh, it'll take ages, but Petra says that this is a blessing or whatever. the implication there being that they're going to have a break between story chapters, but I don't know, to be perfectly honest. Because there is one more story chapter. I mean, that's all we need to do. We just need to wait for the last story. So I'll either see you next week, or we'll see you towards the end of the season, I guess. We'll see what that implication from Riven was, but anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and I shall see you next time.